Hello! I know you missed me because I hear the chatter. I hear it. Let's just get things out of the way right now. Right now. This is going to be Mr. Wheelz' last episode of What Mr. Wheelz Thinks. What the future holds for the show, I'm not sure. But what we're gonna do here is we're gonna put it on hold. And you're probably asking, well, why? Why is that? Well, it's because Mr. Wheelz has gotten an opportunity to show my worth finally, and I'm still not able to show my full worth, but I still feel like I'm not being recognized for my full worth yet. But where I'm at. I'm at Victor Valley High School on the boys. Right? Oh, I'm holding it backwards. Look at that, Mr. Because it's laminated right there. There is Mr. Wheelz. Oh, there's Mr. Wheelz' picture right there on the lamination thing. But yes, Mr. Wheelz is officially a part of. Look at that. That's nice, right? I am a part of the Victor Valley High School boys varsity basketball team, and I feel like slowly but surely it feels different here. The boys respond differently to me because, they're boys, and they call me sir, which is different. I feel like, oh man, but I love it. And two, it feels different to the people above me. I feel like they want to see, before we give him what we feel like he's worth, we want to see, is he worth it? And I feel like they are, and they're having their open minds and open eyes, and they are seeing it. So, to the Victor Valley High School staff, everybody in charge, the athletic director, thank you for the opportunity. The coaches, you will not be disappointed. I'm going to bring that championship and winning mentality to the team. Don't worry. We'll see what happens. I'm excited. But that's why Mr. Wheelz' show is going to be put on hold for a while. But moving on. Before we continue on, let's do the Wayne's World Extreme Close-Up. Whoa! Yeah! Let's get the badge one. Oh, get the badge one. Yeah, let's go, come on, yeah. So, election. It was election month, right? Mr. Wheelz doesn't care about politics, and it doesn't really care. It doesn't really matter who wins in my eyes, all right? So, it is what it is. So, moving on from that, right? So, the big news, the big story, what I'm hearing, the LA Dodgers, they won the World Series. They had like a Kirk Gibson reincarnation game in Game 1 from Freddie Freeman, knocking out a grand slam homer to end the game in the bottom of the 10th, I believe. Ugh. What a game. So, little tiny golf clap. The smallest one you can get. You better not put a loud one. If you put it on, you know what? Congratulations to the Dodgers for winning a World Series in front of a crowd this time. Good job. And I wanted to bring that up. And moving on to the NFL, I wanted to bring the high school thing because this is why we're not doing the NFL season this year. Last couple of years we did picks. We're not doing it this year because, like I said, my mind's on basketball and getting my team a winning record this year and doing it my way, which I'm excited for. But in the NFL season this year, I've still been watching. A couple standouts to me. In the NFC, I am seeing the Washington Commanders come out firing with this rookie quarterback named Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels, as some of you don't know, is a Southern California boy, born and raised. And it's awesome to see one of our own go out there and do him. So continue to do you, son. He went to the LSU before he out of high school. He went to Louisiana State University, so that was big too. And then he gets drafted to the Washington Commanders, and now he's breaking rookie records. So that's awesome. Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders definitely caught my eye. And then the Detroit Lions, the nifty Detroit Lions. Wow. I like Dan Campbell's coaching style, the head coach. I like him. And who else is? Oh, the Philadelphia Eagles with that Philly push. Those three teams in the NFC, I feel like, are the strongest. And out of those three, I think, I'm going to go with the Lions getting to the Super Bowl and representing the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. Out of those three, those are my three strongest teams. But I feel like those Nittany Lions are going to come out. And then In the AFC, it's kind of, to me, it's up to two teams. It's Buffalo and Kansas City. Buffalo just added Amari Cooper, and he's a stud. I know because he used to be a Raider. Raiders drafted him, came out showing off with the Raiders, and I loved it. And I think that's a key pickup by the Buffalo Bills, especially because you have Josh Allen throwing bombs. Then, of course, you got the KC Chiefs. It's crazy that every year they get a really great, and they are cool, a really cool and great acquisition in the middle of the season. And this year, they got DeAndre Hopkins. They were very injured and light, as he would say, on the receivers side of the ball, being because of injury. So getting DeAndre Hopkins, huge, and it's seemed to paid off. Asset pickup. And look, they're still undefeated, I believe, and they're, in my eyes, the favorite to go to the Super Bowl, representing the AFC. So in the AFC this year, in the Super Bowl this year, I have the AFC champs, Kansas City Chiefs, and then I have the NFC champs as the nifty Detroit Lions. That's the Super Bowl, I think, and we'll see. We'll see if the KC Chiefs. That felt weird doing that. We'll see if the Chiefs can hold up the Lions, but I'll be rooting for you, Lions. Come on. Moving on. NBA season, basketball. Mr. Wheelz' favorite sport. My Kings added DeMar DeRozan, and I think it was a beautiful addition. Yeah, we had to get rid of Matt Barnes, but it's okay. I think adding DeMar DeRozan with De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis, really good. And then Malik Monk coming off the bench to help him, I like it. We're going to see how. I think we should make a good playoff push. What happened earlier in the season, the Lakers, they made history. And y'all didn't see it. It was something y'all once in a lifetime may have happened. Well, I guess it's happened twice with the Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. scenario, but I didn't see that. I was probably too young. But I got to see LeBron James and Bronny James get subbed in the game at the same time in the second quarter. And I thought that was very, very smart of JJ Redick just to get it out of the way in the first game of the season. Because if he didn't have, it would have just been in the back of everybody's mind. Media would have been talking about it until he did it. So I thought it was very smart on first year ever coach JJ Redick to do that. And so, as soon as he did that, I thought that was very smart. And I was like, wow, JJ Redick's a smart player and he's going to be a smart coach. Still not a Laker fan. Always will bleed my purple and gray as my Sacramento Kings. You feel me? We're going to light the beam a lot this year. But a team that stands out to me also is the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have very, very deep rotation. They have a lot of guys on the bench that they can go to, and they won't lose nothing on the court. No energy, no athleticism, anything. And that's key in any sport. But in my eyes, the team that's going to win the whole thing this year, it's still going to be the Boston Celtics. Jason Tatum wants to go back-to-back. I think he's just a little disappointed that he didn't get NBA Finals MVP. But it went to Jaylen Brown last year, and I think Jason Tatum wants that bad. And so in order to get that, you got to win a championship. And I see it. Boston, they're nuts. They almost broke NBA record the first game of most threes made in a game. They tied it. They shot 15 threes at the end to try to break in. They missed every single one, but they were up 30, so it didn't even matter. But I see Boston going back-to-back. I really, really do. So Boston Celtics, we'll see if you can hoist the trophy up one more time this season. And sticking with basketball, as you see, right there, my Rock Chalk Jayhawks, they were preseason number one in men's basketball, voted number one in preseason. And just like the Minnesota Timberwolves, they are deep. We have a deep rotation. I think it's awesome. Some standouts to me in KU, obviously, are big three. It's Hunter Dickinson, Deshaun Harris, the point guard, like a blanket. I love him. On defense, like a blanket on defense. And then KJ Adams. Those three, they're going to be very key assets this year. And we have great transfer portal add-ons that I believe the coaching staff, the recruiting staff, the scouting, whatever you want to call them, I believe they did a great job in going to get a lot of key assets to come off the bench. What's better than subbing another 7-footer in for another 7-footer? So Hunter Dickinson, 7'1". When he comes out of the game, we just have another 7-footer come in for him. It's crazy. I can't believe excuse me, I can't believe KU is so stacked this year in my eyes. They have shooters. We can shoot the three this year, and that's big because last year we really couldn't shoot the three, and you need to shoot the three, make the three to spread the defense out. So I'm very curious to see how far my KU Jayhawks, how far will they get in the March Madness during March? I think they go all the way to the Final Four. If you ask me, if they keep it healthy and things go well, they at least minimum go to the Final Four. But we'll see. Excuse me. Wow. A big event that's coming up is everyone's been talking about it. We've all been waiting for it. You'll probably see it on Netflix. And if you haven't, open your eyes because it's coming up this Friday, 5 p.m. on Netflix for free. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. And I just want to say two things to Mike Tyson real quick. One, you got a YouTuber behind you. You actually have a YouTuber behind you in your corner, and that's me, Mr. Wheelz. I got your back, man. I'm behind you. Just hit Jake Paul really good a couple times for me. The second thing I ask you to do is when you come out, you got to come out to that song in Coming in the Air Tonight. Come on. Oh, Lord. Yes, you got to come out to that song. Because you know that's going to hype you up. Please do it. I've already sent tweets out to you asking you to do it. Maybe if people, we should tweet him now, do it now. Maybe he will come out. Come on, Mike, come out to that song. We want it. Everybody wants it, you know. But to be honest, if Jake Paul moves around and stays away from him, which I think he's going to try to do, if it goes past 5 or 6 rounds, then it could go to Jake Paul in my eyes. But Mike Tyson needs to catch him as soon as he can. So come on, Iron Mike. Hit him. Hit him good. Come on, Iron Mike. So, as you've heard, this is the last episode because Mr. Wheelz is a coach. I'm a coach now. So, I want to put all my effort into it and make sure that I get what I feel like I deserve in the end. And I'd just like to thank you guys for all your support, for all the merchandise you guys buying, all the sweaters, all the shirts. I loved it. It was awesome. It's just fun because now you guys have a little bit of history. Nobody has those. You haven't made anymore. So it's like that's legendary merch right there. That's like what? It's a treasure. It's a treasure you have now. I want to know what your favorite parts of the show were. Put it in the comments. Let me know what were your favorite parts of the show. Anything. It could be my hair, anything. The new background, anything. My security or my interviews. But that was my favorite part. It was my interviews. Whether I had to press my security guard because my studio got vandalized or just the simple interviews with my friends and my families. It was so awesome. Those are my favorite parts because it took pressure off of me. And a lot of people said, you're very good at interviewing. And it's what I went to school for. It's what I studied. So it was good. I'd like to thank everybody for all your support. Everybody behind the camera, my stage manager, my mama, the legend. I'd like to thank my security, even though he kind of dropped the ball a couple times. It's all right. I give people chances. My photographer, my makeup artist, and of course, I want to thank my producer. Without him, Mr. Wheelz, there is no Mr. Wheelz. So thank you, Lone Dot. And make sure you guys click and subscribe to Lone.Fractal's Spotify and all his Apple Music as he's on the come up, as one of his songs says. And thank you so much. I love you guys. And as the great Xavier Woods says, keep it tight. And Kenny Omega, he says, I bid you adieu. And a good night, bang. And you already know what I say. Rock chalk. Let me say it with me one time. Rock chalk. Nice. I love you guys. Mwah.
God's eyes, but I seen the devil's. He walks with man on earth at different levels. He knows the king we serve, so he hates and meddles and prays that we all burn and turn to rebels. He tried to get my soul, but I'll never settle. I walk this lonely road from the burbs to ghettos. I'll take the gift bestowed and return a vessel. I am the one they chose. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rebellious innocent always, been sinners since birth. He knew that it would happen when he put us on this earth. We demonize religion, brought corruption to the church. We know the price of everything, but we don't know the worth. We spend all of our time idolizing false prophets. Comparison's the enemy, stop watching others' pockets. The social system's broken, we divide on every topic. They fabricate the truth and we all mind.